In this video, I'm going to be showing you the new Kay Eyeshadow Sticks. And I don't know whether I've done these or not. This is the new concealer. Couldn't think of that word. And under eye corrector. The concealer has 9 different shades. So this is the one I picked, the light 2. And then this has 2 shades. I picked the light peach for me. And I do have some acne outbreak for some reason. I don't know. So I'll be covering that up, and then stuff here I'll be covering up. So one thing I want to say, I don't know if you've watched my videos before, obviously have my brows done. I might tweak them a little bit at the end. And I normally do concealer all the way down, but when you're using these, you don't need concealer. So I'm just going to do this just to clean up my brow line with my my cream color brush. Now this is different. The old one had it was more like mascara and it had a wand. This just drips out, and so you just put a little bit on the end of the brush. And I always put it not quite in my brow line just to get it smoothed out a little bit so I don't have a big glob right there, because I don't want to get this in my brows. And then just go, I think I've shown you this before. That's why I like this brush, because I can just go like that. And for the most part, it's right up, it makes that right up underneath my brow, and it makes that nice, clean line. Okay. And then I'm just going to blend that out a little bit, and that's all of the concealer I'm going to put on, under my brow anyway. So do some on the other eye, and I would show you different eye looks at a time, but I am going somewhere after this, so I'm going to do a complete look. And there will probably be more than one video in this series showing you these cream eyeshadows. Because you can put them together in all different kind of combinations and stuff. And I always have my eye makeup match whatever I'm wearing. So the shirt that I'm wearing tonight is kind of a pinky color, and it has writing on it in rose gold. Okay. So I feel like my brows look better. I feel like this one is thinner than this one, and I can fix that too. And it will look better once I've combed through them too. So not quite 100% done with the brows, but I'm going to start with probably my favorite shade of this, and that is Pink Prisms. And this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to put this, and this particular look I have not done before, so I'm winging it here. Just put that on my lid. And this is going to be a really nice color to go with that shirt that I've got. And I think I'm going to like build that up. And this is definitely buildable. Like when I first did the first swipe, it was like you could see through it. And so you can blend that out if you want. If you just want a little bit, you can take it and use the brush. And this is definitely blendable, but once it dries, you can't, it's not going to budge after it's dried. So it is a little bit creamy. One thing I will say about this, if you put it directly in your crease, you might want to put some kind of powder shadow on top of it, because it feels sticky when you blink. So I am putting this in my crease, and I'll probably, like I said, I'm kind of winging this look. Now this idea I got from a director last night at my team meeting. This is the Radiant Bronze. So I'm going to just kind of do an angle out here. Like in the corner, like I'm just doing it in the corner. Now that looks really strong right now. And you can do this color in the crease as well. That looks like it's way too much right now. But I'm going to take the blending brush, the blending eye brush, which, by the way, if you are local to me, I have several of these for sale, 50% off, because I acquired them by mistake. So I don't need them. I live in the Salem, Roanoke area. And see, now that I've blended that out, it just looks really pretty and it doesn't look too much. Now this next step, I probably could have done this first. I'm going to try to go in with this lightest shade, which is the Golden Sunrise, and do that above, up here. And you can even put this right up under your brow. And one thing I really like about these is there's no fallout. Unlike the powder shadows, especially the darker powder shadows, there's always going to be fallout to some degree. I mean, you can try to do things like tap off the excess in your brush before you apply it and that sort of thing, but now I feel like that needs something, so I'm going to go in. I hope I don't regret this. I'm going to take my all over brush and I'm going to go into some Candlelight and put that up at the top. On top. And this, like I'm showing you, you can definitely mix the cream and the shadow, like the powder shadow. And I'm going to put that on top of the crease as well, so that when I'm blinking, I'm not feeling that being sticky. Let's see. What else do I want to do? I want to do some more highlight. And usually I have to clean up under my eyes, but I don't have to do that now because I mostly have all the darker colors have been cream. So I'm going to go in with the crystalline and just put that up under my brow. And this look is going to be kind of sparkly, but I don't care. I like sparkly. Pink and sparkly is my favorite thing. The pink prisms I could have put in the corner of my eye because it's light enough. But like you can see here, it's definitely buildable. Because when I went over it several times, it got darker. And then you can blend it with your fingers as well. But once it's dry, like I said, it's done. Now, one thing I don't know if I'm actually going to do this. So I bought this one, and by this little stripe, you would think this is like gray. This is pretty much black. And I didn't know when I first bought this if I was going to be like, going to use this at all, but I bought it anyway. You can use this for eyeliner. Use this edge. But I kind of think, do I want to do that? I might do that in another look on another day. Because I do have another look that I want to show you, because we have these other colors, and I'll show you the other colors. So this is the Copper Nova, and I've got a look. I think I'll do this one tomorrow. I've got a shirt that's got like peachy colored flowers on it, and this is perfect for the lid color. You can do that bronze that I showed you in the crease. And I think you've seen all the other colors. So anyway, that's it for my eye look. So now I'm going to use my color corrector. I mean, under eye. I keep calling it color corrector. It's under eye corrector. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'll make sure I'm using the right brush. And I think this has more in it than the old way the old one did. The old tubes. So I'm just going to go under my eyes. And I'm going to cover up anything that I want covered up, like these sunspots. And then I'm also going to cover up these little things here. It takes a little, smush it in there to cover up that scab. And then I'm probably going to blend this with my fingers. But you can already tell how much brighter that eye looks. Even though that's not completely blended out yet. I feel like I have more of a dark circle on this eye for some reason. And I'm going to cover this up. And then these dark spots. If I had thought about it, I could have done this before I did the inner corners. Just so I don't cover that up. Then I'm just going to make sure that's fully blended in. And I will say, if you apply this directly to your skin without anything on under it, it does burn a little bit when you first put it on, but it has never like irritated my skin. And the burn goes away. More of a tingle. I don't know. It's not too much of a bother, but just know that if it feels like a little bit of a tingle when you first put it on, just give it a minute. It'll calm down. Probably leave that a little bit. And then I'm going to put my foundation on and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've put my foundation on and I went ahead and put some blush on. And another thing I want to show you real quick is you can take this lightest shade, the Golden Sunrise, and use it as a face highlighter. And then take your blush brush and blend that in. It doesn't blend out like as much. It definitely offers that beautiful highlight color. You just want to make sure you blend it real quick after you put it on, or it'll dry and you'll just have that perfect line there, you know what I mean? And then I'm going to finish with my eyebrows. See what this looks like when I do this. This is the clear brow styling gel. Now we do have a new mascara. So this mascara that I have, this is the Lash Love Waterproof, which has been discontinued. I have to have waterproof mascara, but now we have the Great Heights waterproof mascara. So when I run out of this, I'll definitely get some more of that. And you can definitely see what the mascara is going to do. So you can see just the difference in these two eyes. This looks more defined. And I don't even have eyeliner on. And notice I didn't comb through my brows because I'm letting that styling gel dry a little bit. Otherwise, it'll be kind of a mess. And then I'm going to go back and do another coat on my other eye. I like to let the coats dry in between, because otherwise the mascara can get, like, it can get kind of messy. And then I'm about done with this look, except for lipstick. And to be honest, I'm not sure what lipstick I'm going to put on. But what I will do is I will do a selfie after I get dressed to go and add it to this video so you can see what it looked like when I was done. Looks like I got a little bit right here. I'll just wipe that off. That's not too bad. I feel like this looks better in person than it does on the screen. Oh. I comb through my brows. I couldn't find my thing here. My brows hairs are misbehaving. I let it dry too much, and now this is sticking out right here. Oh well, I'll get that sorted out, and then I hope you all have enjoyed this video. My link is, I think, in my bio somewhere. Just my general Mary Kay link, if you're interested in buying anything. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to be fixing my eyebrows because, well, I mean, you need to remember that your eyebrows are not meant to be twins. They're sisters. But this one looks too thin compared to the other one. But you definitely do, I don't know if you've seen my brow video or not, but you don't want to be too heavy-handed, especially in the front of your brow, because you don't want it to look like you drew your eyebrows on with a Sharpie. And I've known some people like that. I feel like that's better. But, I mean, it's not going to be perfect, like I said. Your eyebrows are sisters, not twins. And sometimes I just have to quit while I'm ahead. Trying to make them perfect. And sometimes when I'm trying to make them perfect, then they end up looking worse than they did. So anyway, that's all for this video. I hope you'll come back and watch the next one. So on the next one, I think I'm going to do these two colors together. And maybe use this as eyeliner. Maybe even with a winged eyeliner.